Sex. Sex, sex, sex. That's what I'm going to be talking about. Tantra, sacred sex, and the union of man and woman and what it's all about. The first thing to understand is man and woman represent negative and positive polarities. We both have them inside us. But when we join together through Tantra and sacred union, a superhuman is created. Let me go into it a little bit more deeper. I'm reading from a book called The Heart of Tantric Sex by Diana Richardson. It is a profound and delicious book that transformed my life, transformed my relationships, and transformed the way I see sex and union. Loving in a magnetic field. Male energy represents positive and female energy the negative, counterparts of a single phenomena. Each half alone is incomplete. It is only through each other that they exist. However, it is important to understand that each polarity, each negative or positive, contains its very own complementary opposite pole. See figure 4. The man, while essentially positive, also has an inner negative pole, an inner woman. And the woman, who is essentially negative, contains a balancing inner positive pole, an inner man. In this way, both are independent of each other, a unit unto themselves, each with an inner positive or negative. This gives each body the potential to create and circulate energy within itself. The male body is carrying the positive pole in the genitals and the negative pole in the chest and heart area. The female, in natural opposition, carries the positive pole in her breasts and the heart and the negative pole in her genitals. Between this positive and negative, a magnetic field results, and the sexual energy is enabled to stream and spiral upwards through the body. This magnetic field between the two opposite poles is called the rod of magnetism. See figure 5. When these two magnetic rods are in the presence of each other, a powerful magnetic field is created between the bodies. Joined in full body sexual union, they are meeting at their opposite poles. An electrical current is completed. Male energy flows from the penis into the vagina and up into the woman's heart. The female energy responds through the breasts by penetrating the heart of the man and flowing downwards to his sex center. A complete unit is created, and the circulating bioenergies have the power to generate flickering lights. With the circuit complete, the electricity passes back and forth from man to woman with active and passive phases, man becoming woman and woman becoming man. It is a divine bioelectricity which long precedes the modern invention, and Tantra refers to this phenomena as the circle of light. See figure 6. This powerful polarity effect represents the highest potential of man and woman together, as a spiritual force through which it is possible to penetrate the mysteries of life. The information about polarities must be drawn into our lovemaking in a very practical way. Since body energy flows, not unlike electricity, from positive to negative, it is the positive poles of the man and the female bodies that need to be awakened to initiate the deeper movement of sexual energy. The importance of this approach is signified by Tantra calling the penis and breasts the positive poles of love. They are the source of life, semen from men, milk from women. Treating them as such during foreplay and sex makes all the difference to the quality of sexual energy generated. So when I've got a woman on me and her negative pole is resting on my positive pole and my energy is shooting up my penis up into her heart, and then it's being alchemized and then coming through her heart into my heart space down into my root, that orbit is created. And that's Tantra. Now this is another thing that's important. Men, it's time that we stop linking women that we don't have like a slight heart connection to. There's got to be a bit of love. I'm not saying that you have to love them, but you've got to have damn respect for these people if you're going to even attempt to have Tantra. It requires eye contact. It requires intimacy. You can't just spit in your hand, shove it in, and try and turn her on that way, jackhammering her because you found her on Tinder. There has to be love and respect at the core. This is another thing that the book talks about. Most women, because of trauma, have to defend their biology. How many times have you been a woman walking down the street and you heard someone going, wolf whistling to you, sexualizing you, and you've had to clench up your body to defend yourself? How many times has a guy slapped your ass, or someone in your family has made crude jokes? It's unfathomable the amount of abuse that men and women go through, but specifically women. And what happens is that they're tightening up their body, and their vaginal walls even are becoming more and more tense. Now, what a king and a warrior and a lover and a magician has to do is enter that portal, enter the lotus flower, and let it blossom softly by going inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter, millimeter by millimeter, entering so slow, looking her in her eyes, letting her know that you can be trusted, taking it slow, letting her open up to you. Don't just force yourself in with lube or thrusting movements. Because the thing is, and it will say this in the book, Because a woman has had to defend herself for so long, she's created a rigidity. It's more rigid inside of her. But when you're just going in, slapping it in, slapping it in, slapping it in hard, spitting on it, slapping it in, the only way that you think that she can orgasm is through that friction. When in fact, she should just be able to orgasm by just simply sitting on top of you, looking in your eyes, and then you melt. You just melt together. It's trying to bring back that incredible sensitivity into your queen. If you're having to only spit on it and jackhammer her so hard, and I'm not saying animalistic sex isn't amazing, but I'm saying if that's the only way that you can make her orgasm, she doesn't trust you enough still.